All right, guys, welcome back into another episode of Winning Bets. Thanks for coming along with me. I'm Jason Mattis, as always, behind the mic. We're talking NFL today. You know, the NFL schedule was released on Thursday night, and I saw a lot of chatter on social media. Guys already placing bets, so I wanted to just hold this podcast and really just kind of urge you guys to hold off. If you make bets, I'm not hating on you. I just want to bring a little caution onto the subject of maybe holding off before you place a lot of bets on the opening week of the NFL. I know it's tempting right now. There aren't a lot of sports going on right now. It was actually a lot of fun to look at that schedule and dream and speculate who's going to win, which matchups, what your record's going to be of your favorite team. But in terms of placing actual dollars on games for the opening week, I have a lot of caution I should do. For one, we don't even know when players going to get back in the building in the offseason. We already know that the significant portion of the offseason has already been lost. All of OTAs are going to be gone. All of rookie minicamp was gone. What about June minicamp? We don't even know about that. And if you look at the OTAs, predominantly, that is when teams work on the passing game. You can't really work on the running game in the OTA setting due to the contact restrictions of players. So they work on the passing game. You've got teams, new receivers, new tight ends, new quarterbacks, new playbooks, new everythings. And these guys can't even get in the building and work on that passing game, that repertoire with the receivers and the quarterbacks, the timing, the chemistry. Sure, they're doing these virtual sessions, they're learning the playbook, but that does not even come close to replicating on the field practice and repetitions. And it's just not going on. So that's one reason why I would stress caution before you make bets. We just don't know when these guys will be allowed back into the building. But whenever they are allowed back in the building, we already know that they're going to miss a significant amount of time that could be had on the field working on these sort of things like the passing game. Another reason I would stress holding off on placing bets right now is the off-season strength and conditioning program. These guys are working out. Don't kid yourself. I mean, some of the best athletes in the world play football. We know that. But it doesn't replicate what they do in their facilities. Have you ever toured an NFL facility? Magnificent things. You can go look on YouTube for some videos. They've posted virtual tours teams have. I know the Buffalo Bills are one of the teams that opened up a new facility a couple years back, so they took fans around virtually so they could see the weight room, so they could see the pool area, they could see, the place where they recover from injuries. It's magnificent. You can't get that working out in your home. You're not doing it. And I know guys aren't exclusively working out in home. They're going to some of these places, some of these academies, so to speak, that they normally go to an off season. But majority of guys are going to do stay at home exercises, and it just doesn't equal what they can get in the off season. So does that mean guys aren't going to come back? I mean, they're still going to come back in phenomenal shape, but it's not going to be as good of a shape. So I'm a little hesitant. I want to see the opening week. Guys may really be struggling to get back into football shape. I don't want to say struggling. I mean, well, again, these guys are good athletes, but there's going to have to be a time where they get acclimated to football again. You're talking about not knowing whether they're going to come back for how much of the training camp. What if training camp's only 2 weeks? 2 weeks, you play maybe 2 games. Let's say 3 weeks of training camp. They're working 2 of the preseason games, and then week 1 starts. Whoa, you're going to see a lot of fourth quarters where guys are going to be, tired. Guys are going to be, grasping at straws for some air potentially. So I'm a little hesitant on the strength and conditioning program. With all due respect, these guys are phenomenal athletes, but what they can get in their facilities is absolutely top notch. One of the other reasons I want to hold off on placing bets on week 1 of the NFL, what about fans? Are fans going to be at the games? I have no clue. My guess is going to be there's not going to be any fans. These state and local officials are not going to be comfortable getting thousands of people packed into a stadium unless there's a viable treatment or a vaccine. Is that going to be up by September? I'm really not sure. And if you're telling me there's not going to be fans at the games, I think home field advantage is neutralized. We've seen home fans carry teams, will teams to victories. That may not be able to happen in this NFL season, or at least maybe not in week 1. Maybe it will in parts of the season, but maybe not initially. Fans are a huge part of this game. We've seen momentum. We've seen swings. I mean, just look at when a guy makes a sack or a guy makes a first down and how they, pump and they show all this energy. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, that's a big play. The crowd's going crazy and everything. They're drawing off that energy. What are they gonna? They're gonna look around and go, "Whoa, they're still gonna show a little bit of antics and emotions, but it's not going to be that. They're not going to have that synergy, that energy to pull off of those fans. It's not going to happen. So that means I think these teams that have the home field advantage, or that would normally have a home field advantage, like I said, it's neutralized. So maybe truly the best team is going to win. Maybe a road team, maybe where it would come into an Arrowhead Stadium, you know, Pittsburgh notoriously has a tough. I mean, not everybody has a tough stadium. I'm not going to sit here actually and go through and call out more fans. With all respect, all the fans are great. They bring that energy and they bring that passion. So now you may see a road team come in that maybe would have lost by 3, maybe 4 points, one possession, 6, 7 points, whatever. They're going to come in and they're going to get the win. They're going to be the better team. The home team's not going to have those fans to pull off of, and the away guys are going to come in and get the win. So until I know fans are in the stadium, that's another reason that I would express extreme caution on holding off and placing bets, guys. I just wouldn't do it. And lastly, one of my other reasons that I would be a little bit hesitant on placing bets this early on week 1 is, what about teams with new coaches? What about teams with new quarterbacks? The most important position on the field, and you're talking about that being new, and you're talking about a whole new playbook. Listen, it gets back to the whole offseason, or the lack thereof an offseason. These guys can study the playbook all they want in a classroom setting, but it doesn't replicate on the field practice. Brand new coaches. Let's go through the list of who's got a new coach and who's got a new quarterback. We'll kind of run through some of the lines here. Bucs Saints. Saints right now -4.5. I know they've got Tom Brady. The Buccaneers do. You would think he'd be able to get up to speed better than any other quarterback. He is the GOAT. The GOAT. He's the GOAT. Don't make any doubt about it. But still, even the GOAT will struggle. He's got all new receivers, all new linemen, all new running backs, all new everything, new playbook, everything. Even the GOAT will take some time getting acclimated to a new system. So hands off on that game. I don't know how you're picking that one. What about Dolphins Patriots? Patriots right now -6.5. Who's going to be the quarterback? Who's going to be the quarterback for either team? Not only who's going to be the quarterback, but for either team. Dolphins? Are they going the veteran Fitzpatrick, or are they going the rookie and Tua? I think they lean the veteran. Given it's week 1, given that the limited off season, I think they're going to go Fitzpatrick. But what if there's a full training camp and Tua can come in there, and there's a reason why he was picked number 5 overall in the NFL draft. He's way more talented than Fitzpatrick. Maybe in 1 month, the coaches will be like, okay, yeah, we'll go with Tua. The guy is extremely talented. I have no idea. What about on the other side of the ball, the Patriots? Who are they going with? Hoyer, Stidham? You haven't seen Stidham in a game. You've seen Stidham in preseason games. Before I put any money on that game, I'd like to see Stidham in some preseason games where he knows you win the job, you're the quarterback. Not you go in the preseason, you just kind of do whatever your performance is. Maybe it's not really going to matter. You've got Tom Brady right there. Tom Brady's going to be the quarterback. You're never going to see the field unless there's an injury. I want to see Stidham play in a preseason game when there is pressure. Can you win this job from Brian Hoyer? Can Hoyer win the job from Stidham? Again, just too much unknowns with that game. What about Eagles, Redskins? Redskins got a whole new coaching staff. Who's going to be their quarterback? Is it going to be Haskins? I don't know. Is it going to be Kyle Allen? Maybe it will be Kyle Allen. Maybe Ron Rivera gets in there and he's like, whoa, Haskins, I'm not sure about you. But I had Kyle Allen down in Carolina. He's not going to win me games. He's not going to lose me games. He's going to be a backup quarterback. He's going to play average football. Maybe Ron Rivera would like to go that safe route. Or maybe Dwayne Haskins does, blow his socks off and he's like, I got to get this guy. Got to continue getting him some rep and some experience. This guy's incredible. Again, too many unknown guys. Saw a lot of you guys talking on social media this weekend, placing bets, talking trash. I love all the trash talking. Guys, just don't quite place those bets yet. What about Panthers? Raiders, again, all new coaching staff in Carolina, and they want to bring in a new quarterback. It's too much unknowns. I love Teddy Bridgewater. Love the guy. Love him. Think that was a phenomenal pickup there by the Panthers. Man, new coaches. Colts, Jags, same thing. I know Philip Rivers, we talked about Tom Brady and how he should have no problem adjusting to a new scheme. Philip Rivers, same boat. Shouldn't. But what if he does? What if it takes him a quarter of the season, 2 weeks to get adjusted really to that live bullet action with the new scheme? We can rep that maybe in practice if there's a little bit of a training camp. Maybe you get a preseason game. What about when that intensity is turned up in the regular season? We know it happens. It's going to take Philip Rivers, even a great potential Hall of Fame quarterback in Philip Rivers, time to adjust. Who's going to be the quarterback for the Bears? You've got that line at Lions -2. Yeah, I'd like to know if it's going to be Trubisky or Nick Foles before I put any money on that game. How are you betting that game right now, people? Hold off. You don't even know if it's going to be Trubisky or Nick Foles. That's a big decision right there. Foles is holding a Super Bowl trophy. What is Mitch Trubisky holding? Nothing. He may be holding the clipboard. God, just too many unknowns right there. Browns, brand new coaching staff. I don't know. I guess the Vikings had a good offense last year. They seem to run the ball a lot. Doesn't mean the Browns will have much success doing any of that. What about Chargers, Bengals? Who's going to be the Chargers quarterback? Again, too many unknowns. I haven't even seen Joe Burrow take one snap. They've got that line at -3.5 for the Chargers. Seems good, but what about if it's Burrow versus Herbert? All of a sudden, if that's Burrow versus Herbert, I'm putting my money on the Bengals. So a lot of people on social media just jumping on the Chargers because it's Burrow, because it's a rookie. They assume Tyrod Taylor is going to get it. They drafted Herbert number 6 overall. Here's potential he could come in if there's enough of an offseason, if there can get in there, get a whole training camp. Maybe he takes the job away from Tyrod Taylor. I don't know. Rams, Cowboys. Mike McCarthy, new coaching staff, new offense. I don't know. I'm not really big on, Dak Prescott really to begin with. They're going to end up paying him an absurd amount of money just because that's what the position demands. That's what it takes to lock down a franchise quarterback. But, I don't know. I can see Dak Prescott struggling for a little bit to get used to a new system. He's had Jason Garrett now his entire career. He's had familiarity each and every season. There's going to be a big change for him going with Mike McCarthy's system. Steelers, Giants. How's the health of Ben Roethlisberger? Huh? You calling Ben Roethlisberger? You been calling Ben Roethlisberger? You know how that elbow's doing? Yeah, you laying -3 on the Steelers right now? Hold off, guys. There's no reason to do this. Hold off. Do you know how much money? Some of you guys may be new bettors. I know sports betting is new in Colorado. It's new in Montana. It's new in Illinois. Some other states. You know how much money, if you're just now getting a sport, you know how much money it takes to move a line? It takes a significant amount of money to move a line one way or another. These lines, -3, -3.5, -2, -6, they're not moving that much. They may move. They will move. No, not they may move. They will move. You'll see line movement, but you're not going to see a -3, go down to -1 or, 0.5. Not that big of a swing. It takes an absurd amount of cash. That amount of cash is not even going to come in yet. Sharps are the one that move lines. Sharps making bets right now? No. Sharps are not making bets right now for all the reasons I just laid out. They're not going to do it. So if you want to jump on, you want to wait until there's a couple preseason games, maybe some of these decisions, or some of these decisions that I just laid out here about quarterbacks, maybe some will know the answers to some of those. Okay, great. You want to do it after 3 preseason games, after the 4th preseason game? I'm all for that. These lines guarantee will be pretty much where they are today. There's just no advantage in getting in a bet right now. I know it's tempting. We love the NFL. The schedule was just released. This past Thursday is a lot of excitement in the air for the NFL. But I just want to temper those excitement a little bit right now in terms of the sports betting community because I saw a lot of it over the weekend since the schedule was released. Hopefully I've laid out some reasons here why you guys may be a little cautious going forward. Maybe we can save some money and come regular season. I'm going to break down all these games. We're going to analyze them. We're going to place a lot of winning bets. We're going to have a lot of winning bets placed on the Week 1 NFL season. Just not yet, guys. Wait. Plenty of things to bet on right now. Don't forget, I'm 5-1 in the Belarus Premier League. We've got the Bundesliga starting back up May 16th. La Liga is probably right around behind the corner. NASCAR is starting up. We've got golf coming back. Plenty of things to bet on. Plenty of things that'll tie up your capital. You don't need to tie it up for what is it going to be, 3 weeks? I mean, 3 months by the time the NFL season starts? 4 months? Let's just tie our capital up for a few hours and get some money back. Let's tie our capital up for a week. We don't need to go 4 months. I'll give you a bet. I'm going to give you some winning bets this weekend here on the Bundesliga. Your capital will be tied up for, I don't know, 2 hours. How long's a soccer game? 2 hours? We'll come right back. We'll double your money in 2 hours. So just hold off, guys. Hold off. Love the NFL. Too much unknown with the offseason. Too much unknown. Are there going to be fans in attendance? Probably not. I've even saw people on social media betting on the over/under. How are you betting on the over? Is it going to be cold? Is it going to be raining? Is it going to be a thunderstorm? Is it going to be hail? How are you betting on the over/under right now in some Week 1 NFL matchups? Come on, guys. Hold off. Temper those expectations. Plenty of time for us to place winning bets, which we will. We will get you winning bets. Don't worry. You're in good hands with @Lock of the Day 1. Do not worry. I got you. I got you, people. All right, cool. So we're going to come back here in a few days. Like I just said, Bundesliga is coming back May 16th. That'll probably be our next videos. I don't know if we'll be able to get out any bets between now and then just due to the limited amount of sports. But make sure you're following me on Twitter @WinningBetsPod. @WinningBetsPod. You guys know I tweeted out a winner just before kickoff on Saturday in the Belarus Premier League. So hopefully you guys were on that. Won $75 with me. That was a really nice win for my soccer system that keeps hitting. It's 5-1 in the Belarus Premier League. But in terms of the next video, we'll come back. We're going to do a real nice preview of the Bundesliga. Like I said, the season's coming back May 16th. I'm going to put together a video that kind of talks about where the season was when it was abrupted in about mid-March, where teams were, how their form was, what competitions were they in, what have you. And then I've got 3 to 4 bets I'm going to make on the Bundesliga this weekend. So don't miss those because those will be winning bets. We'll check you out then. Have a good one, guys.